Ladies and gentlemen, maybe there is a method to the madness that we don't understand, or that I don't understand. John Durham did not get the conviction. There was an acquittal. However, CNN, Hillary Clinton personally approved plan to share allegation with press in 2016. Campaign manager MOOK said under oath during testimony during the trial of Michael Sussman. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong below. That is the first time ever in a court of law where anyone associated with Hillary Clinton, and I want a Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump 2024, or Hillary DeSantis 2024. That would be awesome too. But correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first time, I think even the first time in any testimony anywhere, where a close associate, actually the campaign manager, MOOK, stated that Madam Secretary personally approved a plan or a very corrupt endeavor. So this is CNN. Hillary personally approved her campaign's plan in fall 2016 to share information with a reporter about an uncorroborated alleged server back channel between Trump and a bank. Her former campaign manager testified Friday in federal court. If you look at the indictment, he's very likely setting the groundwork because he probably knows that convicting Sussman or the acquittal is not really important in the long run. How would that be? How would it be different, aside from a public relations victory? How would it be different if Sussman was convicted? He'd get a month or 2 months in jail, get his law license back, maybe almost certainly like Kevin Kleinsmith. And so he's 1-1, Durham. But you have to ask yourself, okay, well, what was the point of this trial? The trial was working for other indictments and other prosecutions pertaining to 18 U.S. Code 371. It's a statute they tried to utilize against Trump for conspiring against the United States government and working with another country to defeat Clinton in 2016. Of course, that was a fairy tale fantasy, and that didn't happen. That was the most absurd, nonsensical, conspiratorial theory that James Clapper and John Brennan, two outgoing Democratic Party administration officials, President Obama's intel agents, or intel chiefs, stated that an incoming Republican was working with another country and benefited from emails showing that Bernie Sanders was cheated. Yeah, well, anyone would have benefited. The corruption within the Democratic Party, benefits the Democratic Party rivals. That's just obvious. It's not a plot by another country. They've never proven anything. They never indicted or charged anyone for conspiring alongside foreign operatives. They never looked at DNC servers. The ODNI and DHS reports only talk about, they've only confirmed high to moderate confidence assessment. They confirmed an opinion. They did not confirm a fact. It's like saying H.A. Goodman believes that Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player of all time, so therefore that is fact. If you say Bill Russell or LeBron James or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or anyone, well, that's wrong, because I've confirmed my opinion. It was the opinion and viewpoint. Even John Brennan under oath stated, well, we don't deal with evidence, we deal with intelligence. There's a clear distinction between evidence and intelligence. Intelligence could be whatever an outgoing administration says. And the confirmation from a Senate panel is just that. Confirmation from a Senate panel of an assessment from outgoing intel agents, setting up and framing an incoming president. There was zero evidence that anyone interfered. Zero evidence. Facebook ads, nobody even remembers. The DNC emails, that was the Democratic Party's fault for cheating Bernie Sanders. And so the Mueller probe found nobody who conspired with another country. Yet they investigated Trump. And part of that was an effort, a coordinated effort, that in one respect was personally approved by Madam Secretary. Hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely check out the segment prior to this one about Ron DeSantis vetoing $35 million from the Tampa Bay baseball team's facility in Tampa Bay. Very interesting story. Don't side with Democrats. Do not side with Democrats under the guise of trying to just be, moral and virtuous online. Because DeSantis isn't going to have that. So he's one Republican who doesn't care about media backlash and is going to play politics with people who want to play politics. If you're a baseball team, just play baseball on the baseball field. You want to play baseball. You want to play politics? Okay, you're going to get DeSantis. But hit subscribe to this channel. Definitely watch the segment prior to this one. Hit subscribe to the stock market crash channel, the Bitcoin crash to 10,000 or lower channel. I have some very, very important segments on the stock market crash channel and the Bitcoin crash channel today. Now, very important. So subscribe there. That's below in the pinned comment. If you want to support my work, my Patreon is below. Ladies and gentlemen, your Patreon support is so important. To my new Patreons, thank you. We're almost at 200,000 subs, people, and it's because of you. This is very interesting because it is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, the absolute first time that anyone has ever accused either Clinton in a court of law of personally approving a corrupt act, spreading a false story to initiate an investigation. So not only did Hillary pay Sussman and Elias and other operatives, Steele dossier, Christopher Steele, she was also working with media to spread false, absurd claims about Donald Trump. Then you have Democrats saying, oh, Trump lies so much. It's like nobody has lied more than media and the Democratic Party. Trump is like a saint compared to them. If you want to say Trump lies and he engages in hyperbole or hyperbolic statements, fine. But he was telling the truth when he said he didn't work with another country. Okay, he never did. And the suspicion behind that was fabricated and generated by his political opposition. You can't do that. That wasn't a peaceful transition of power. So you can't go ahead and Bush could have investigated an incoming Democrat, President Obama, in 2008 when he wanted a reset with the same country that we're sanctioning now. And in 2012, so McCain was the hawk, and then in 2012, Mitt Romney was the hawk, and then President Obama said the 80s want your foreign policy back. Then Democrats did it in about face because it suited them. They were expecting a landslide victory with Clinton. Then they said, oh my God, another country interfered. So they had to save face. And there was not a shred of evidence. You don't investigate an incoming president based on suspicion. You don't investigate politicians based on suspicion, especially on the Democratic side. So why do that with a Republican? And Republicans were in on it also. The reason that Sussman got off is because nobody believed James Baker, who was himself once under criminal investigation. That's the issue. The issue is that nobody believed that he was duped. Nobody believed he was duped. That's like Sussman was telling, like, nobody believed that Michael Sussman, in the jury, nobody believed that Michael Sussman was deceiving James Baker because James Baker was also in on it. So you see, he was also in on it. And the issue here is you have the United States government teaming with an outgoing Democratic administration, just like you had Tampa Bay and the Rays and Disney teaming with the Democratic Party in Florida. See, if Democrats don't have every single possible advantage, from corporations to social media algorithms to the Washington Post, New York Times, all of media, and you still get 73 million Americans voting for Donald Trump. So imagine if this was a level playing field where, corporations or media didn't take a side. Imagine. Democrats need every advantage from Jimmy Kimmel, late night, Hollywood. They need every single possible advantage to stay afloat. And so ROBBY MOOK pointing out that Clinton actually personally approved a plan is like the first time in history anyone has ever said that either Clinton personally approved something. What Robbie Mook did is like Guinness Book of World Records stuff. That's never happened in a court of law. From what maybe in Whitewater or with Ken Starr, maybe you could say it has, but not to this extent. Anyway, hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Be here today in about 2 hours. Some very, very important segments on this channel, the stock market crash channel below in the pinned comment, and the Bitcoin crash to 10,000 or lower channel. Thank you so very, very much. This is actually really huge, ladies and gentlemen, really huge. There has never been a campaign manager, a person as close to the Clintons as Robbie Mook in a court of law, stating that either one of them personally approved a corrupt thing. That's huge. So Durham probably doesn't even care. John Durham probably doesn't even care. He's probably saying, you know what? We got exactly what we wanted for 18 U.S. Code 371, a statute that goes after people for conspiring against the U.S. government, which is exactly what Democrats did. Give me your thoughts below. Hit subscribe right now. Thank you.